Hello everyone, this is Tamar Rothenberg from Miami, and this week we're talking about PARASHA Balak. So PARASHA Balak, what is it about? Balak was the king of the Moabs, and when he was the king of the Moabs, he met Balaam. That Balaam was a prophet, non-Jewish prophet, but he was like a spiritual guy. And then he asked him he was afraid of the Jews taking over the place, and was afraid, and he asked Balaam to actually curse the Jewish people. And we see this interaction back and forth with Hashem, and Hashem tells him not to go, because supposedly he was a spiritual man, and he believed like he respected Hashem, and he said not to go with Balak. He went into Balak anyway, and we see this interaction that he said, my words, I don't control them, Hashem will control what I'm going to, he knew that he was going to say, so if I'm wrong, like I'm going to do what you asked me, but I cannot control my voice, Hashem control my voice at the end. And he realized what he did. But why in this parasha they mentioned that Balaam was an evil person? If you think about it, he went there, he said the words, there were blessings, he did have the power to do blessings, he did blessings to the Jewish people, and he knew about it before, so maybe why such an evil character? Why Hashem is referring to Balaam such an evil character? And the thing is, he always did manipulating the truth, because you can see the conversation between him and Hashem, that he always wanted to be good with the bad and the good, like with Hashem and Balak, meaning like he wouldn't reach for he wouldn't do the right thing. He just wanted to manipulate the truth in order to believe himself also his own lie, and to say what I'm doing is justified. And that's I think that's the main thing when we talk about evil, like the manipulation thing, the not being honest even with yourself. And we can see the interaction with Hashem, and Hashem said, please don't go with Balak, and he ended up going, and Hashem said, okay, go. So at the end he said to go. So why is it that he was not allowed to go? Because he was insisting, he was trying to change Hashem's mind. Okay, well, I need to go, he was thinking all the time about himself, and he wanted to Hashem make him think Hashem that he was doing it all for the good. At the end of the day, the way that we behave, we know. If we wanted to show something else or a face to the world, the thing that we're doing, we go deep inside what we're doing, and we cannot hide from Hashem. Hashem really knows our intentions, and that's more important thing than actually doing something. Because taking accountability for things that you do, and recognize that you did a mistake, it's much better than to just to trying to manipulate the scenario just because you want to get rid of it, that situation, right? So even he said, we see a parallel story, this parasha with the parasha with Hashem, because they say a phrase that if you're going to bless from your words, you're going to bless the people, and when you're going to curse from the words, you're going to curse the people, like meaning Balaam has powers. And that's in parallel when Hashem said to Abraham the first time in Lech Lecha, that they say the people are going to bless you, and you will be blessed, and when the people that are going to curse you are going to be cursed. So the people that are going to be blessed, you're going to be blessed, and the people that, like a passive way, it's like kind of the opposite. Meaning they're trying to say that Balaam and Abraham actually were opposites, because Abraham, even though he has Hashem testing with big challenges, sacrificing a son and things that needed to leave his own hometown, and he always followed what Hashem said. Always, of course, it wasn't easy for him, but he always trusted Hashem. He never tried to be fake, and even if he committed any mistake or anything, he was like very, very a very humble person, and trying to do whatever was best, but with acknowledging his own challenges. We all have challenges, and we all have things or situations that we don't want to face. Even though Hashem has sent us for our good, it's difficult to realize what is good for you and not. But let's not lie to ourselves. That's what we can learn from Balaam, this parasha, because that's the origin of evil. Without realizing, if we're lying to ourselves, that's a worth lying. And I'm not saying everything is black and white. There are gray areas in many different situations, and we're not allowed to judge. But I'm saying with ourselves, what we're doing, at least trying to be honest with ourselves, because Hashem sees us very clearly, and we also have to be able to see ourselves and to try to give to others, to our actions have an impact. And also that's why Hashem mentioned here that his words will bless or his word will curse. At the end, he controlled his words, the Balaam words, even though he has the power. And instead of saying curses, he said blessings. And at the end of the day, he did say, well, I knew that Hashem was going to do that, but you still went into doing the wrong thing. So you cannot justify your actions based on the results, because something didn't happen. Because the intentions of him it was to be in favor of the eyes of Balak. And that means that he was not being honest, and he was not being truthful to Hashem, or to his, even though he knew that he was manipulating. So all the things they teach us that we have the power of actions. The actions that we do as the Jewish people, we have direct impact for the rest of the world. Whatever we do, it has an impact. We need to try to be honest with ourselves, and trying to behave and acknowledge our mistakes, and trying to behave every day better. We're not perfect, but at least try to come from a lower point of view, and from try to look all the perspectives, and try to see what can you do better for next time. Because lying to yourself, it won't let you grow, and also it will impact other people, because we have that power. Actually, we have the power of doing good, and we have the power, and that's why I always mention that you always need to be. We have a responsibility to make to the world, and to the Jewish people as well, and to the rest of the world, that our actions, good actions, have impact, as well as our bad actions. So we need to try to behave with honesty, with morals, and with values that Judaism brings us, and that Hashem is bringing to us. And with this beautiful message, I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom, and see you next week.